Hello everyone, welcome back to this game. My name is Draygone, the Willem Fuzzbottom Jr., and these are some of my patrons. Snow Kieran, Hidoru, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. When we last left off, we found out that Nikolay's castle was being blocked by an evil barrier. And so, in order to get rid of that barrier, we acquired something. There it is, the Rei Sphere. Supposedly, this will destroy the barrier, which will allow us to get after Nikolay. As a reminder, Nikolay is kind of the big bad of the game. He kind of summoned this demon lord, and we kind of want to kill him for it. Before we get around to doing that, though, I feel like I should... Well, I was about to say I should buy some items, but I'm actually doing pretty okay on items, so I'll buy a item. Oh, and also sell this diamond. Wonder how much that's gonna be worth. Normally, you can't get that except as a prize in the silver division of the arena. Alright, worth 250 gold. How much are the other items when you sell them? I want to say the other items are like 200 gold. No, let's not make assumptions. I'm probably wrong on that. Point is, this is probably more of a pricey thing to sell than the other accessories. I'm not entirely sure, by the way, how I feel about finding the diamond in that tower. I mean, it kind of makes going through the silver division almost pointless, because, well, if you're going to get the diamond anyway, why go through the silver division? Well, probably because you get it sooner that way. Not much sooner. Or do you? Let me think here. No. It basically amounts to one dungeon sooner. So, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Alright, got myself a couple of sirloins, and now we're gonna go ahead and head on over to Nikolay's castle to kick his butt. And here we are at Nikolay's castle, Himalaysko. This was the place that the opening cutscene of the game took place, and now it is time to finally head in here and do the things that I said I was gonna do. I don't know how you broke in, but you're not getting any farther. Well, technically we haven't broke in yet. The gate's still up ahead. Kind of funny that the gate is all open and stuff. I guess that evil barrier is what held the gate shut. Maybe it's a loose door or something. Anyway, we got a couple of Golskis. Father and son again. This will not be difficult. They found the Rei Sphere! I knew we didn't hide it well enough. Sen, don't fail me this time. Relax, I have a score to settle with that guy. I won't let him beat me again. I don't trust her to finish this. Mephistopheles, surely you can give her some assistance, can't you? You don't trust her? Very well. I have a demon that she would make the ideal host for. That don't sound good. Anyway, no, those guys didn't give me a whole lot of trouble. Took a little bit more health away than I expected, mind you. But it wasn't really worth showing the rest of the battle. We fought so many of those guys in this game already. Alright, so here we are. Interesting that there's an actual town here. But I guess it kind of makes sense, because all castles have towns in them. None of the buildings are actually buildings. You can't go inside any of them, so we're not going to waste our time with them. We're just going to head straight to the castle. I wonder if anybody actually lives here. You think everybody ran off after Mephistopheles got summoned? Or maybe everybody got killed. Or maybe all these buildings are actually the homes for all the demons that Mephistopheles has summoned. It's an interesting thought. Okay, conveniently enough, there's a heal point right there. I wasted that sirloin. It's not like we can have random encounters here. You can only have random encounters in dungeons, and this is technically not a dungeon. On the bright side, we got some treasure we can grab. Question is, what is it? Okay, good, it was another sirloin. Let's see, there's another treasure I could get, but now my inventory's full, so I'm not going to really worry about it. Instead, just going to go ahead and proceed onward. Not so fast! Somehow, I'm not surprised. You! Dang you! I had to hike over these mountains to get back here. All because you stole my northern tunnel key. Technically, you dropped it. I don't care about your problems. Yeah, whatever. But this time I will kill you. I'm serious now. I thought you were serious last time. Well, this time I'm seriously serious. This is your end. What the hell? I don't suppose y'all heard that whispering chanting that was going on just then. Holy crap! What's going on here? Is that Sen? That is an unusual question. Huh. Okay. Sen's a demon now. Neat. Mind you, this is not boss music that is playing, so this is probably going to be as easy as it usually is. Just in case, use some magic. We're right by a save point. Heal point, rather. Yep, there's our weakness. That was easy. Yeah, that didn't look like it would be a powerful attack. Still though, that was a weird question to be asking. Is that Sen? You just saw her transform into this thing. Although technically I guess it wouldn't actually be Sen. It's some demon who is using her as her body and then transformed into a demon form, while still being kind of human. Couldn't make a complete transformation. If not for the whole demon aspect, this would actually be pretty enticing. Oh, please tell me we get something out of this. Looks like she's back to normal. Hey! What the hell was that? I've seen Nikolay pull some dirty tricks before, but using me as a host for a demon? I won't let him get away with that. So that's what happened. a.k.a, it's your lucky day. I'm going to help you kill that jerk Nikolay. I guess beggars can't be choosers. Fine, I'll let you tag along, but don't think this makes us allies. Oh, don't worry, I still plan to get my revenge on you. It's just been postponed. Now hurry up, Nikolay's throne room is just ahead. Okay. We got Sen on our team now. Oh, she's all the way at level 16. This means if I hadn't been going after those optional quests, Sen would technically be stronger than a.k.a. Alright, first thing is first. Put you in the back with a.k.a, and also put you the leader. Cause when else am I gonna get the opportunity? Never, that's when. What you got in your inventory and stuff? First off, what's your stats? You're a kunoichi. Well, let's see here. Yeah, you're definitely weaker than a.k.a, especially in regards to attack power. Your strength isn't that much different, but a.k.a has clearly got a much better weapon. Speaking of which, what you got? A poison tip. Oh wait, and an osoi. How long have you been holding that? Let's go into this menu. What we got here? Oh, okay. Why haven't you been equipping that? I guess so that you were not too strong for us when we fought you before. This is technically the same Sen that we've been fighting. But she's been leveled up. Which means she's probably also got a new spell. Let's see, she's got Cure, she's got Fire Wave, and she's got Shockwave. Let's see here. So I'm looking at the little star icon down there. That tells you whether it's a magic or a skill. Magic uses MP, skills use HP. So she's got Shockwave, that HP consuming attack. Same Shockwave as a.k.a? Well, let's see here. a.k.a.'s causes 100 damage, and yep, it's the same one. Interesting. I guess she knows the Centurion. Consider that to be useful information. Alright, she's got a poisonous attack. It's not attached to her weapon, she's just poisonous by default. That's kind of convenient. Also again, I must say that this description brokenness where it says Targ et is the fault of RPG Maker 3's developers, not Tsunami's. Anti-critical and swift. Alright, so she's able to attack as quickly as a.k.a. Alright, now that we know what Sen is made of, flesh and bones primarily, let's go ahead and head down this other staircase. This other door, I should say, which contains the staircase, and more treasures. Revival elixir, cool. This stuff will be going towards Sen. That might be good to have. And inside the jail cell is more treasure. I feel like somebody forgot to lock that thing up. They didn't want me having the treasure. Actually, the door doesn't even have a lock. Huh. It's kind of a pointless jail if there's no lock on it. Now, I'm kind of curious. How far back can I go with Sen? Can we just skedaddle and do some other things? If we can... Oh wait, no. I can see up ahead. The door's been sealed again. Sen is not as fast a runner as a.k.a. This gate is reinforced with some sort of strange energy. There's no way I can break through it now. So it's the same message as before we got the Rei Sphere. I thought the Rei Sphere... I thought that barrier wasn't supposed to work when you had the Rei Sphere in here. What, did a.k.a. just decide to leave it outside or something? It's too bad I can't take Sen out there to do stuff. That would be fun. There's a place that I would have definitely liked to have tried bringing her. Unless she has that glitch going on where we can like go in and out of the menu to glitch through walls and stuff. That would be cool. Mind you, even if that did work, I wouldn't actually try it because I kinda wanna finish the rest of this game as legit as I can. And no, it doesn't look like that glitch works with her. It's only the Frodes. Alright, well, in any case, let's move on. And here we are, guys. This is the first room of the game. This is where we started with Ivan. And right through this door is the main villain. It's been a long time coming. In fact, let's just casually stroll up there. Get some sort of suspense going and that sort of thing. You know what? Let's kind of just walk around and... Aww. I was kind of hoping we could go behind the throne. That would have been kind of funny. Oh boy. Can't even get the camera behind the throne. I am disappointed. I'm kind of curious if the throne has a backside to it. But there's no way of finding out. Oh well. Let's deal with you now. So Sen, you've sided with this rogue? You traitor! Take a drink for every time I forget to close this chat program. You used me as a host for some demon. You're the one who stabbed me in the back. Well, Sakaians might as well stick together. You mercenaries are more thorough than I thought, finishing Ivan's work. But no one will take this power away from me. Mephistopheles! I call upon your strength once again. Grant me the power. Kill these usurpers. Alright, here we go. Okay. That is some power. Okay, shadows. We got Nikolay and his shadows. Well, let's get started. You know what? We got this shockwave. We got 4 targets. We also got a different battle theme. That shows how important this battle is. Also, I can't help but notice that the old shadow does not have a glowy rod. Poor, poor old shadow. Might take a few attempts. Where's your dagger? I know we equipped a dagger. Must be a pretty small thing. You're like stealthy and stuff, trying to hide it. Oh. Hey, remember what I said before about how Sen wound up using an attack that doesn't exist? Well, here you go. So this will give us a good head start in this fight. Well, if it didn't miss half the enemies. This probably will not be terribly easy. Okay, so the old one's a healer. This might be a problem. Don't attack Sen. Alright, well, this is why we have revival elixirs. I find it interesting that the revival elixir, when you try using it, it defaults to the character who's using it, as if that would be the character you would want to revive. Anyway, it's definitely worth using this thing. Don't need everybody focusing their attacks on Akira, and more importantly, Akira's fast enough that he can get in an extra turn anyway. Alright, let's do this shockwave again. Actually, what about fire wave? Only attacks 1. Yeah, shockwave. I see no reason to use fire wave. Tell you what, Nikolay certainly got the most HP out of the human characters we fought so far. Alright, 1 down. Still not a ton of HP, but considering we're fighting 4 of these dudes, it's probably a good thing that they don't have a ton of HP. I'm not overly concerned about that healer. Suddenly, the guy on the right decided that, you know, my health may be low, but I don't want them knowing that, so I'm just going to stand back up, even though I was not the one who was healed. Alright, Akira's looking a little worse for wear. Meaning less than 100 HP. However, Sen does not have any HP healing items. Whoops. Probably should have thought about that. Just continue using Shockwave. Takes care of the healer. Alright, with only 2 enemies left, there's no reason to continue using Shockwave, especially given the state of Akira's health. Speaking of which, I'm not taking any chances. Using a sirloin. Don't want these things to spoil. And no, they won't actually spoil. You know what? Let's see what that attack of yours is like. Don't miss. Oh, you're hiding the dagger behind you. Alright, that just leaves the big bad. Kinda curious if he has more or less HP than the others. Well, obviously not less, but point is, does he have more, since he's the original? You use fire, let's use ice. Although being a human character, you probably don't actually have an elemental weakness. Still though. Oh right, you've got Cure. You know what, let's use Cure. How good is it? Nothing special. Alright, just use a regular attack. Dang! Well, screw magic. Even if he used magic, that still would have been... I don't know how to finish that sentence. Even if he had a weakness, is what I was trying to say. Even if he had a weakness, it still would not have caused that much damage. Okay, he's definitely got more HP than his shadows. So cool! A human character who is actually being a boss. I like that. Mind you, he's probably going to go down with this hit. No, surprisingly not. Guy must have a ton of HP. It's no wonder Ivan couldn't defeat this dude. Assuming that this is the same Nikolay that Ivan fought at the beginning of the game. Ah, there we go. Well, that was fun. Alright, that takes care of Nikolay. Now we have to deal with that demon of his. a.k.a. gained a level! Well, I guess that's it. No, there's the demon. What a waste. And I had such a good arrangement, too. What's that? Yes, sorry to disappoint you, but I didn't just evaporate after Nikolay died. Were we supposed to be assuming that? Because even in my original playthrough of this game, I didn't think that was going to happen. I guess a.k.a. thought that was going to happen, but no. It's pretty obvious to me that we would still have to fight you. I was the one in control here, not him. He just thought he was, since I let him perform a few parlor tricks. But I suppose I don't really need him anymore. I've eaten well enough. Well then, I guess my job isn't over yet. It might as well be. I'm not going to waste my time fighting you, not when there are more power-hungry souls I can manipulate. But if you interfere again, you won't be so lucky. You're making a classic evil overlord mistake right there. Hey, come back and finish the job, you idiot! Hey! Well, he's screwed. Dang, finding him won't be easy. So you're really going after that demon? Your funeral, I guess. I'm not going to stop after coming this far. Oh well, this isn't my problem. I have to say, though, I did enjoy working with you. You're a legend among mercenaries. I know many people from Sakai don't like you because you didn't fight in the war and westernized instead, but your decision took guts, and you really did inspire some of us to try to make something of ourselves too in the new regime. I just thought you should know. That was surprising. I wonder if Monika could help track down Mephistopheles. She does work for the church after all. It's worth a shot at least. I'd better get to Revenus. Alright. So, now we're looking for Mephistopheles. And in order to find Mephistopheles, we have to look for Monica. She's certainly playing a prominent role in this story. Okay, this better not be a tough battle here. Is it the treasure chest? Darn. There is a golden treasure chest out here. I wanna show it off. But before I try showing it off, I should probably save the game before something just ups and kills me. Got a random herb from that fight. These are like the final tier of berserkers, thieves, characters, but they give me an item from the beginning of the game. Also, take a drink for every time the party members of Akira's have left Akira behind. Would have been neat to have Sen with us for the rest of the game, but no character stays with you for the rest of the game. Oh yeah, we got that level up. Cool. Didn't gain anything out of it, but extra stats are still useful, I guess. Alright, let's see here. What do I want to do? Well, first I want to see if I can find that treasure chest enemy. Because if we're going to be heading back to Revenus, that means we're pretty much done here. And I did save, so it is safe to go hunting for treasure enemies, chests, things. There it is! Alright. So we got a golden treasure chest. Let's see here. First things first. Get rid of those skeletons. We've been dealing with those guys for a while. Ah, darn. Only got rid of one of them. That was kind of a waste of HP. If I was only going to kill one, might as well just use a regular attack. Alright, you treasure chest, you. I'm curious what you do, so I'm going to stall by using this little old herb. Eight damage. I would assume that you have some sort of powerful spell that I should be overly concerned about. Well, we're not going to find out. Unless I go into the editor and check there. It's been a while since I've been in the editor. Incidentally, I tried my darndest to find an enemy right here, but I couldn't find any. I can't help but notice that the snow here is a little bit darker or lighter than the snow on top of the hill. I wonder if there are no enemies registered to this lighter snow. Maybe we could take a look at the world map while we're at it. Well, first things first. Gonna go to the inn. Heal up. And you know what? Since it has been a while since we've been in the editor, I'll go ahead and check that out real quick. Alright, so here are Nikolay's stats. So when Ivan first fights him, he's at level 15. However, I checked the scripts for this guy, and before we fight him, his level is set to 16. So therefore, well, not much has changed actually. He's still got 700 HP. Other stats go up, but yeah, 700 HP. That is how strong he is when we fight him. Curiously, Nikolay's level is actually increased twice. The first time his health is increased, or his level is increased, is after we fight him at the beginning of the game. You can see right here, increased level of Nikolay. This is after everybody is killed and all that sort of thing. So yeah, right there, Nikolay's level is increased to 16. And then, the battle we just fought, his level is set to 16. So, kind of a little bit of redundant information right there. Alright, so here is the editor for the gold mimic that we just fought. I want to point out there, down at the bottom where it says the size, you can't change that. That is just telling you what size the enemy you've created is. You have a whole bunch of options. Actually, not all that many options. Only 21? Really? Man, RPGM Maker 3's selection of enemies is... Oh wait, no, this is all the small monsters that are available. There are 21 small monsters. When you start creating an enemy, you choose the size and go from there. So let's see here. There's its stats. I want to see your attacks though. You don't have any. Wow. For being the final tier of Mimic, you're not all that special, are you? Lastly, there is the field editor. So down there is the field map for Slovenia, the snowy country that we are in. I know it doesn't look snowy, but that is because the snow is set as a season. So let's see here. All these dark patches, I guess, are where enemies are located. I don't know where you set that offhand. Let's go ahead and check that first. It's probably around here somewhere. Yeah, right here. You set the encounter type or where the location is. Basically, let's say you want to set encounters for the plains. This is where you do it. So, where is... Alright, so only in the forest areas is where enemies are triggered. Also, because I'm sure some of you are wondering about this second page here, this is where you set the various things about the weather and climate and stuff of the map, along with what song is playing. So let's see here. Set the field's climate, so you got like wastelands and tropical. This mainly affects the kind of trees that you find, as well as what the background is. And of course you got the season, set the time of day. Default means that time flows normally, but you can also permanently set it to a certain time of day. And of course you got weather, let's see here. Field background on and off. I don't know why you would want to turn the background off. Would look kind of ugly, unless maybe you wanted to imply that the ocean actually just goes on and there's not land beyond the ocean surrounding the world. What does that look like? We'll come back to that in a moment. Let's see, sets the field's elevation. This is basically the elevation of the water, I want to say. I think. I would have to guess that's what it is, considering the icon shows water. Let's see, whether to allow or suppress magic here. Yeah, you can permanently mute your characters on this map if you wanted. And set the amount of trees. Basically, how thick the forests are. Not that it really affects anything, it's just an aesthetic thing. You know, I might as well check out these two options just real quick. Sets the field's elevation. Let's set it to no horizon and see what that does. Field preview, we'll go ahead and kind of just sit right here. Yep, that is totally the elevation of the water. And that makes the corner of the map even more obvious. Along with the edge of the map. I'm not sure what this is set to, so let's back out and not save data. And then, just real quick, what does it look like? No, not this map. I think it's safe to show this menu right here. We visited every field in the game at this point. Let's take a look at Gaia. What happens if we get rid of the border here? Just for comparison, here's the field preview with the background. Now, hello, cave. So there we go. We got ocean, and we're apparently surrounded by mountains all around us. Meanwhile, if we go ahead and turn the background off, Now it is, in fact, an endless ocean, although it technically does still end. But anyway, it's kind of neat how the field editor works. You basically just draw on the map, and you also have a fill option, of course, and so we'll just do this, and there we go. We got ourselves a landmass of some sort. I don't know what terrain type that is specifically. I'll be honest, I don't generally use the field editor, so I don't quite know for sure how it works, and the reason why is because of V-mode. V-mode is the reason why I don't pay attention to this. So, this right here is how you set the elevation of land. Yeah. So right here, this is where I drew that landmass, and I'm basically raising the elevation right now. The brighter the texture, the higher the elevation. I think it is really dumb how you set 3D elevation using a 2D map. It is... You really have no idea what it actually looks like. I mean, I suppose down at the bottom there's like a graph that kind of shows what it looks like elevation-wise. In a way, kind of, sort of... I want to say that the little bit at the bottom is showing a cutaway of the horizontal line. Yeah, that's what's going on there. But as you can imagine, trying to create 3D elevation on a 2D map is not fun. It takes a lot of trial and error, and you wind up with a whole bunch of angles and stuff. It sucks. Like, let's take a look at what I just did over here. There's a preview option. Let's go ahead and preview right over here. By the way, all the red is unwalkable space, and this shows that you cannot actually walk all the way to the edge of the map because they don't want you seeing the border of the map. So we'll just go ahead and set myself here. And this is the terrain that I created. And look how angular it is. It's like whoop and whoop and whoop and all these jaggedness. It is really hard to create a smooth hill like we've got over there. I gotta give anybody who can create smooth hills like that credit. It takes a lot of trial and error, got a lot of going into the preview to make sure that you're smoothing things correctly. I mean, you do have other options to adjust, like how quickly and stuff, or the size of the hills, I assume. Let's see here. Defines a round selection square, stretches the terrain, smooths out the terrain. These two options right here, this is what I'm thinking of. This would kind of smooth things out. So if we do a little bit of that, maybe it'll be a little bit better. Oh yeah, this is much nicer. Still though, it's so much trial and error trying to get it how you want it. I just don't like the idea of creating a 3D map using a 2D space. Although, having tried out the map editor just now, for the first time in a long time, it's not as bad as I remember. It's probably usable. Anyway, before we end this episode, there's a couple things we gotta do. A couple people I want to talk to. First, I'm going to spit on this guy. Puh! And then we're going to talk to you, Pelagia, because she has something new to say. Good to see you again, Akira. Make yourself at home. And that's it. And the other thing that I want to do and talk to is the priestess over at the church, because, you know, we haven't actually done that yet. I was kind of saving her until now, for reasons you will understand momentarily. Ah, if it isn't Akira the Demon Slayer, may God be with you. Well, he certainly must be, considering how many demons you've been able to kill. So you've heard about what I've been doing? Well, yes. Father Ambrose's young priestess, Monica, told me about you. She seemed rather fond of you, actually. You're becoming quite famous within the church. So, certainly all of this praise will be followed by a request. You're quite the clever one. I did want to ask you to investigate something, actually. Something involving demons. It may be quite difficult, but the pay is good. 1,000 gold. Will you accept? I'm too busy right now. We got a demon lord to go after. Kind of a big deal. Yes, I'm sure you are busy. Come back later when you have time. Incidentally, we would have had to come through here anyway. Well, maybe not have to, but it's ideal to come through here, because this is how we get back to Revenus. It's either that or go backwards through Sofino Passage, which means trying to go around all of those spikes backwards. Although we do have this thing here that disables traps, so we actually would be able to make our way back through there, but it's much easier just to take the teleporter. In any case though, something like that, we might as well find out what this quest is about. After all, that's the entire reason I've come here. It may be quite difficult, but the pay is good, 1,000 gold. We will not get a new level. Well, actually, yeah, we will. I was about to say we won't get a level from her or a new spell, but we'll still gain a level and a spell in the process. It's just along the way to getting that 1,000 gold. Sounds like a good deal. I'm glad you accept. I'll cut right to the chase. We realize now, at least here in Slovenia, that the source of this influx in demons is due to the fact that Nikolay of Himalasko summoned a demon lord. However, we suspect that during the process, another demon lord came to our world too. Oh. Dang. So where exactly do I find him? We think it might be hiding in the Slovenian ruins northwest of here. I've sent some priests near the structure, and they all say that they feel there is a strong possibility that a demon lord inside. Akira, if you accomplish this mission for us, we will be eternally grateful. Alright. Oh dang. Now we got 2 demon lords to deal with? Which one's the bigger threat? Maybe Nikolay's the biggest threat, because he's kind of been involved with everything that's been going on lately, and this other demon lord seems to be in hiding doing nothing. Still though, Mephistopheles is kind of the final boss, so I suppose we should just go ahead and deal with this extra demon lord while we have the chance. Which way were we going again? I'm bad with directions. Alright, I assume you give me repeated information. Please assist us in destroying this demon. Remember, he's in the ruins northeast of here. Northeast. Got it. Okay, she said northwest. Northwest. Ha! Northeast. Isn't that towards Ryu Tower? Huh. Wound up skipping the demon lore, passing right by it, and didn't even know it. Well, we don't have time to deal with that today, so down at the bottom of the screen is all of my Patreons, and next time we'll be going after that demon lord. I'll see ya then.